Okay, welcome to MikeScottBaseball.com video instruction. Today we're going to be talking about catching fly balls, some of the basics of catching a ball, and some of these things are definitely useful for little leaguers, but some of these things are still not used by high school players. Even some college players still fail to catch a fly ball properly, especially when there are guys on base and when you need to make a throw afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about just a couple of the basic things, then we're going to practice here a little bit. Okay? Now, when you're catching a fly ball, you need something to see the ball next to. What I mean by that is when a ball is up in the air, if you have your hands down low, you have nothing to really judge that ball next to. Okay? What you want to do is when the ball is up in the air, okay, as soon as you're steady and you know that you're about right where the ball is going to come down, okay, you want to start getting your glove up so you can look past your glove and see the ball up in the air. There are three things you should see when you're catching a fly ball. One is the ball up in the air, okay? Two, okay, is your glove right in front of you. Third thing is your throwing hands, okay? Now I'm going to toss this ball off to the side here in just 1 second. I'm going to have it come back in. So I'm going to have my three things to line up. 1, 2, ball number 3, okay? When these three things are seen together, you can judge it all, and you want to have them all come together, okay? You do not want to do this. Way too many little leaguers are trying to do this. They can see the ball, they have their glove ready to catch, but you can't see your hands down there. You want to be able to see the ball, the glove, and your hand. So, if I step back here, the ball's going to go up in the air. Here it comes. It's going up in the air. I see 1, 2, 3. They all come together right there. Toss the ball back. For little leaguers, you just do this over and over just so they get used to seeing these three things. So the ball goes up in the air. I'm going to look for 1, 2, 3, and even on low catches like this, okay, I'm getting my eye level down as close as I can to my glove. You'll see a lot of guys, especially the good outfielders in the pros, okay, what they do is on low catches, they slide. The reason they slide is so they can still get their glove and their hand up here to keep everything in view. Okay, when you have time to get beneath the ball, you should do it. Okay, now the next thing we're going to talk about catching fly balls, try to catch the ball over your shoulders. Okay, now if you can, especially when guys are on base, you try to catch it over your throwing shoulder a little bit so you can start your turn. Okay, but if you're just catching a ball and nobody on base, that ball, if it went right through your glove, should come down and hit you on the shoulder. So it's a great way to find out whether you're in a good position. This elbow, okay, should be underneath the glove, not winged out like this. This doesn't have much room for the ball to get in. This glove is open on the top right here, has this U shape right here, leaves a lot of space for that ball to come in. Okay, so this time through, I'm going to try to catch it on my shoulder as much as possible. I'm going to try to let it come through the top part of the glove. So the ball goes up in the air. 1, 2, 3, glove underneath, coming down right there on my shoulder. A couple more times. Ball goes up in the air. Okay, I'm trying to line it up to my shoulder. Right there, coming right down my shoulder. Now one more, but this time what's going to happen is, it's almost like I got a runner on base. When there's a runner on base, we need to walk through the catch. We don't want to sit here and catch something still and then have to make a throw. We want to move through it. So what I'm going to do is when the ball's up in the air, okay, there's going to be a little more hang time on this one to get a little bit more of a read on it. I want to get behind the ball, and then I see the ball coming down. I'm going to try to catch it about 7, 8 feet out in front of me. I'm going to run up on it, and if everything works out correctly, I'm going to catch that ball just on my throwing side, catch it here, again, approaching it with 2 hands here, coming into my throw. Okay, so I'm going to move back a little bit to give myself some room. The throw is going to end up in front of me here a little bit. Okay, the ball goes up, I see it, I time it. Okay, and I'm off to my throw. A couple more times. I still want that ball to come down just about on my shoulder, but this time it's on the throwing shoulder. So I see the ball go up, I time it. Okay, and I'm off to my throw. Now, last thing is, practice this with runners on base when you're learning to make your throws. A lot of guys will practice it kind of off to the side on their own, but it's good to put pressure on these outfielders to learn to make these throws. That way they are forced and they really learn that catch and throw motion, all in one motion, coming up and hitting your target. Okay, so take these little drills right here, put them into your practices, work on them, And when the time comes up that you need to throw a guy out or you need to make that basic catch to finish off a game, you'll be ready. Okay, thank you very much. Please check back to MikeScottBaseball.com for further instruction and further videos. Thanks.